Hello, hello, hello. It's Knits for Sanity and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you stick around. And if you've been here before, thanks again for coming back. I always am so happy when you join me. Today, I have an unboxing for you. The company outdoortide.com reached out to me asking if I'd be willing to pick out a couple of products and just share them with you and give you my feedback. And I said, sure thing. Like I have told you before, as long as I am able to pick out the products, I will go ahead and work with you. In addition to that, Outdoor Tide did offer a 5% discount for all of my viewers. That code is in my notes below. And if I remember, I'm going to put it up on the screen here too. 5% may not seem like a big deal until you go to their website and see that it is something that you can add on top of other awesome discounts. Right now, if you spend $59, you can get not one, but 2 free gifts. That's, of course, as of the date of this publishing. But sales go on all the time, and that extra 5%, is actually kind of nice. So, I am not receiving any kind of financial kickback for using that code. I wanted to make that clear too, but it is something that is available for you. All right, so let's get started and let's open this up. All right, so what I got came in 2 boxes today. The boxes are identical. They did get a little bit beat up in transit, but I don't think it's going to be any kind of a problem when I get into the products inside of these boxes. But I did want to show you that this is what the boxes look like. But let's go ahead and now dig into these and see what we have. All right, so on the inside of this box, we have a very basic toolkit. The one thing that I do like to do with at least one item from toolkits that I receive is I do like to check out the wax. I have plenty of adhesive substances to use for putting down my drills, but if you are brand new to diamond painting, you will not. And occasionally you will receive what I call dead wax, which is wax that's really dried out and is just not going to work well for your project. This, however, is completely pliable. It is fresh wax. This will work very well. I will say it's a very thin slab of wax, which should not concern you. There's still plenty of wax here, even with a tiny bit of it rubbing off. I think it just got stuck on the edge of the tray in here. This is still more than enough wax to be able to complete this project. So don't be turned off by the amount of, or lack of the amount of wax in this kit. And then I do pull out the green trays, which these are completely usable trays. What I do with them now, though, is I save them up and I end up giving them to my elementary art teacher. Or, well, not my personal teacher, but, he is my son's, she is my son's elementary art teacher. And she uses them for tiny little paint trays for her classes. So I always pull out and keep those. And, of course, just a basic drill pen is in here as well. But this is truly everything that you need in order to complete this kit. There's nothing else that would be required to do it. So if this is your first time diamond painting, this is a great option for you. Okay, then on the inside, here we have, this is the base to this project. And I believe there are, there is a plastic coating over this base. I don't know if you can see that. So on both sides, it looks like. So this base will actually look a lot more clear than what is presented right here. Otherwise, this right now actually looks pretty ugly, but that will come off and then you'll have a nice shiny clear acrylic base. And then this is the item itself. It is meant to be a tabletop stand. So this top fits into this base like so. It just fell over now. I think though, once I really push it down in here and this plastic coating is removed, I think it will stand in there just fine. But yeah, there's a plastic top here to protect the glue where you place your drills down. And then yes, from what I can gather, when I really stick this down inside of here and have that plastic removed, I think this will actually stand and stay quite nice. I won't know for sure till I'm actually done with the project, and I will, I'll come back and I'll let you know how it works out, but I don't think it will be any kind of an issue. So this is the item. I went holidays with my theme. Just, it is now November. We're beyond Halloween, and I have no problem with starting to address some holiday stuff come November. I mean, yes, there is Thanksgiving, but I'm cool with starting holiday stuff now. This I just thought was a really cool looking Christmas tree. There are a number of special drills in here, so I'm going to pull those out for you too. As you can already see though, all these drills are crystals, so this is going to be a super shiny finished project, which I love shiny sparkly things. Oh my. The glue from the bag with the drills in it peeled off here, so it's giving me a little bit of a headache. I'm gonna ball this up and put it off to the side. So here are our drills. Now the way that small kits like this generally work is you don't get a legend with your item, and you don't need a legend because the bag is already labeled. So here, your symbol that you're going to be looking for is the number 1, the number 2, and quite often they also use letters. So when you look at your object here, you will see number 1 is all up around the tree here. These are all little number 1s. Number 2 is down here at the base of your tree. 3 is a dark green. So that is how you will do this. So a legend is not necessary. Instead, just pay attention to what the bag says, and that is what you will be using. So let's take a look at these drills. So this is the number 1, that color that goes around the outside of this Christmas tree. Here is number 2, which is that it's a brown. It's like more of almost an amber, like a dark amber brown. 3 is a green. 4 is a bright red. 5 is a slightly lighter green, and there's quite a bit of this one. So 5 is what's mostly present on this Christmas tree. Then we move into the extra special drills, maybe is what you want to call them. And as you can see, these now use letters. So A, B, C, etc. I'm going to flip the package over now so we can get a better look at them. First, I love these drills. I saw these or something like this just recently in another unboxing I did. I just love these. They kind of have like an old 1950s button feel to them, but much prettier. So I don't know, I love that drill. Here we have some large red round drills. Here we have some of that same type of super sparkly, kind of an AB sheen to them marquee shape. And finally, we get these awesome gold stars. So this will be a super fun project to complete. I think the end result is just gonna look stunning. I cannot wait to do this one. And I love small projects like this when they come, and all that you have to do is I just got to put it in its little base, and bam, I have a Christmas decoration done. The one thing I do want to point out, this is not two-sided. It's not uncommon that projects like this are not two-sided, so it's not, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I did want to point that out, that this is just a one-sided project. But a good way to check and make sure that there are no cracks in a project like this is to look at this blank side. Quite often the cracks kind of get hidden on the side that you actually do the work on. So by flipping it over, that's a good way to just confirm that, yep, there are no cracks within this plastic. So this will be super fun to complete. Let's move on to project number 2. So project number 2, again, I went with a Christmas type theme. Here we have this fun little wreath. I have really fallen in love with these diamond painting wreaths. I feel like this is a really nice alternative to getting either a real wreath using, like real greenage, which I'm not strictly against, but it is nice to have a reusable alternative. And it's also, I think, possibly using less plastic than getting a fake wreath. That's maybe debatable, but I love this idea. It's small, especially if you have a small house like what I have. This is really an ideal type wreath for our house. I loved the details on this. I thought it was very, very holiday looking. Again, same type of concept. The back side, I like to look at that and make sure that there are no cracks present, and there are not. This looks good. This kit, you do get a chain that comes with it, and that is because, in fact, we'll just take these items out. Again, this wax is also really good. Put the green tray to the side. So the chain here is used that you may choose to use it to hang this wreath. So you need to put the ends in yourself. So once you have both of the hooks in, then you can, when this is completed, is when you'd actually put this on. But then you have these little holes here on your wreath that you can then put the chain through, the hooks through. Like so. And then you can hang your wreath using the chain if you so desire. Other options, of course, you could use this without hanging it. You could also get like some raffia. Is that what it's called? That like almost like a straw feeling like bow type material. You could use some raffia and weave that through here. That could look really pretty too. So there are other options, but they do provide you with a way to hang it right now. The one thing that looks kind of different to me is these holes are actually quite close to each other on this wreath. Usually I would expect to see them a little bit further out, like say probably about here. There's nothing wrong with where they're placed here. It will still hang fine. It's just interesting. Like I said, normally they're like placed a little bit further out, like they'd be like here. So just different. It just looks different to my eye, but I think it will hang just fine. It will. Just looks a little bit different. All right, so this too is all special drills. Check these out. And I will go ahead. We'll take these out a minute too and just quickly go through them. I don't typically go through all drills individually, except in instances like this where we're looking at just a few special drills. So here again, we are using numbers. So we're going to match the number 1 with the number 1 on the wreath, which we have number 1s all through here. It's this really gorgeous pine green color. Number 2 is a more earthy looking color. I imagine this is in the acorns. Number 3 is a red. Number 4 is a lighter green. Number 5 is a lighter red. It's a more orangey red. Number 6 is another type brown, so probably also present in acorns, or if there's other, like maybe some little branches or something in here. Number 7 is almost like a gray type drill. So almost like a silver gray. And then for our extra special drills, we have some larger red round ones. We do have a kind of like a lime green marquee shape, a slightly larger round red, and then a really pretty like crystal larger round drill too. So those are all of the drills that come with this wreath. Again, both of these kits are going to be fun little projects. You know, this is the kind of thing that you can get done in one sitting. This is a one evening project, and the end result is going to look astonishingly good. I really think it will. And of course, I'll come back and I will show you that when I am done with these projects. That is everything for today. This is all from Outdoor Tide, and I will, of course, link all of the information in my comment section. I will try and find individual links for both of these items. Otherwise, just go check out the website. If you do choose to buy something, you may use my discount code, which is posted in the comments below, or I did remember to put it at the beginning of this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to showing you these completed items when I get to that. And like I always say, please practice kindness. You don't know what someone's going through, and especially this time of year, emotions tend to run a little bit high. So just be kind, show a little bit of extra patience. And I hope that you're shown the same in return. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll see you again real soon.